Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. It is approximately 12 noon in Honolulu, making it 5 p.m. in New York City. It is Tuesday, the 17th day of January 2012, and this is the daily report for gold and silver. Well, off of the highs, we have the precious metals complex showing solid gains today, up approximately $10 in the gold market. That puts it up a little over 0.5%, and up about 12 cents in silver, putting it up about 0.4. Traders, yesterday I spoke about the fact that what I believed on Friday, in other words, that we would possibly get a potential correction in the market, a subwave. I realized really on Sunday as they were trading that what we were witnessing was really not a beginning of a correction as much as what I believe was a consolidation before the market broke out. That's right in here, as you can see. Now, we have hit yet a new high. This high falls above our former high, trading up around 1668. We can go and take a look at the exact high that we got, and it comes right around 1666. This is basis the cash. The prior high to that was 1660, 1661. So we are getting a series of higher highs. And when we look at the intraday chart that I will in a second, we are also getting a series of higher lows. So we still have this as an upward channel. However, at the same time, there can be no doubt that we're running into a little bit of resistance. Now, my belief is that hard resistance is probably going to come right around 1686. But if we look at these bottoms right in here, and we draw as much of a straight line as I can, what you're going to see is that, in fact, what we are seeing is resistance that's coming from really these bottoms right in here. And interestingly enough, if you look at those bottoms and kind of look backwards as to where they occurred, roughly, what you're going to see is that gap that we had back right as the July rally started, and we all talked about the fact that it would have to come back and get filled. You notice that we're roughly in that same area. If I extend a line over for this gap, as you can see, that really lines up to this one area. So on a technical basis, I think that that is where we are seeing some resistance come in from. There can be no doubt of that. Now, it's well off of the highs. It's trading up about $10, $16.51. We're in at $15.80. Traders that were aggressive are starting to look for dips in this area to add to those positions. We have tremendous profits. If we look at our daily Henkin chart, you can see that we're still absolutely in green. We've got this long tail because of this absolute high, very similar to this long tail that we have here. And although we did make a higher high on this last trading day up when we compare it to this day here, it still, without a shadow of a doubt, has run into some resistance. And as I said, I expect resistance up around 1680, but we're absolutely getting it up around 1665 plus. There can be no doubt about that. Now, I also wanted to take a look at silver today. And silver has had a nice showing. When we take a look at our weekly chart, let me go ahead and blow that up for us, traders. You can see that really where I'm pegging hard resistance is going to be around 30.82, trading at around $30 right on the button. On our weekly chart, we are showing good gains. Of course, it's only Tuesday on the week. And when we take a look at how the Henkin candles are formulating with this chart, you will see that that also corresponds to a market that shows us that this trend is continuing. What we are seeing on the weekly chart is we have lost the lower tail, and we don't know what the size of the body is going to be, but it is indicating that this upward rally is absolutely still intact On a longer term basis, that's on the weekly. When we look at our daily chart, this, of course, is our March contract, COMEX contract of silver. You can see that over the last couple of days, we're getting again this consolidation. Now, does this consolidation mean we're going to hit a pivot point and go back down? It could. However, as I've said time and time again, one of the few markets that I've actually witnessed consolidations before a continuation in a rally is a super bull cycle in gold and silver. So what you'll see is the market will trend higher, it will trade sideways or consolidate, form a base for a while, continue on its rally, sideways, and then continue on its rally. Now, it could also reverse. However, just because we're seeing these series of dojis right here is not an absolute concrete technical indication that we're going to see a reversal. So we're going to have to play it close to the chest, watch it carefully. We have nice profits and see where this markets want to take us over this next week. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you as always good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Wednesday for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.